This is a showdown we've circled on the calendar as number 1 goes on the road to face a top 10 team. Welcome to Tulsa, Oklahoma, and the home of the Tulsa Golden Hurricane. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Tulane Green Wave, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Tulsa Golden Hurricane. For EA Sports, I'm Chris Fowler, joined in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get this thing going. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And it's fielded. Can the returner make something happen here? Coverage team flying down there. Good job at limit the return. Not much there. Quarterback keeps the football. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Running play goes backwards, makes it 2nd down and 12 now.
And it's a nice job by this defense. They saw option. They actually forced the quarterback to pull the ball on the read, and then they corral him for a loss. You could tell they worked hard on that in practice.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Throwing for his running back. He flips it to the back across the middle. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a 1st down. Both teams sort of sparring in the early going, what we expect to be a really competitive top 10 showdown here midseason.
Yeah, midseason games like this are so exciting because you think you know who these teams are, and after today, we'll have a much better idea. The team that plays mistake-free is going to be able to get out of here with a win.
So here we go now, 3rd and inches on this opening drive. That's a big gain. Great decision to keep the ball and pick up the 1st down.
Defense is spread all over the field. Do a pretty good job here keeping him out in the end zone, but gets enough for the 1st down.
Here's a wrinkle now. They go to the Wildcat formation with an extra blocker. Let's see how this works out. Makes the read. The back's got it on the pitch. The Wildcat look picks up a solid game, but they're still short of the 1st.
Well, the scouting report says these guys like to mix in some option, and here it is early in this game, and they're trying to establish it. Nice pitch here and a big game for the offense.
Second down play coming up for this offense.
Get set, get set.
Quarterback making some changes at the line. Grab down the middle. It's McClellan. A huge gain moves the ball to the +22. Great scoring position now.
Boy, huge play by this offense. A good throw, a nice accurate throw. But I think it's the run after the catch that really impresses me. And early in this game, you got to think they're going to continue to go back to him until this defense shows that they can slow him down.
One explosive play has this offense set up just outside the red zone now with a 1st down. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. And the sophomore brought down after an excellent run.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. But just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy, keep this quarterback from running.
crucial red zone play coming up. First down, looking to throw the ball. It's picked off. He tried to fire the ball into the tight window. Not much on the return, but the important thing, the takeaway, snuffs out the scoring threat. Big play.
This just goes to show you everybody makes mistakes. This quarterback is looked and viewed as one of the top quarterbacks in the entire country. But even he makes a poor decision, puts the ball into coverage, and he throws an interception here early in the game.
Here comes a handoff. And he's brought down after a short gain. Does not make the first down yardage. This one's a compelling matchup. Early season, 2 top 10 teams. Kirk, we know that at this point, the rankings can be a little bit suspect, but a chance for both teams to step up and show they belong.
I just love these kind of matchups when you get a top 10 matchup early in the year. Really find out if these rankings are worthy of where these teams are considered at this point in the year. Find out if these teams have what it takes to be one of the top teams in college football when this game is over.
And the receiver snags it. It's complete. That's a big hit at the end, but they earn a fresh set of downs.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Dropping back. It's Williams. Comes up with the catch. And he's tackled immediately, so not much of a gain on the play.
I think it's important to kind of let your quarterback get into a rhythm early in the game. Sure, you'd love to see the big gains, but plays like this allow the quarterback to get settled into the game, find his rhythm, and then he can make the bigger plays later on.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Here's the snap, looking to throw. He'll take a deep shot here. And it's caught way downfield inside the 35. They make the stop, but it's a big play to the 31.
Well, here the defense decided to sit back and play zone, and that front didn't do a good job of pressuring the quarterback. He had the time to make the throw, and he put it on target.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Pulls it in. It's Lewis. And he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play. That completion makes it 2nd and medium. Back to throw again. Bringing pressure. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
How about this by the quarterback? He takes a negative play and turns it into positive yards and slides down before taking a big shot. It's an excellent job of getting down to avoid that big hit.
So now it's 3rd and short from the 21 as this defense tries to make a stand and force a field goal attempt or a 4th down stop. Dropping back, it's Williams. The pass rush closing in. Intercepted right near the end zone. What a play. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Hey, these guys have been giving up some plays. I mean, this offense looked pretty good. They're moving the ball, but they get them to 3rd down. They get pressure on the quarterback. The quarterback panics, puts that ball into coverage, and this defense comes up with that big interception.
Here's the first play of the drive now, backed up at the 15. Now someone moved just a bit too early. That'll cost him 5 yards. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. That's reeled in. It's Smith. He's swarmed by the defense. Now it's 2nd down here. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Catch made across the middle by the running back. They get him down, but a big play moved into the 45.
Boy, nice job here by this offense, creating an opportunity for this receiver to excel after the catch. It's early in this game, so this defense better get their arms around this receiver because he could be a monster today.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play. Getting set for the second quarter here. Both offenses searching for a spark. They didn't do much in the first quarter at all. As we get lined up here for quarter number 2, we'll see if the offenses can get going. They didn't do much in the opening quarter. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Quarterback drops back. Looking to scramble. He's going to pull it down and run. He'll make the first down in that scramble. That's a tough one for this defense to give up. Offense right to the line, cranking up the tempo. Looking to throw it on first down. Looking for the wide out. Makes the catch and gets his foot down. What a play. Good for a first down.
Always have to be careful on the sideline not to step out accidentally. The wide receiver does a good job here on the route to bring the ball in while on a tightrope.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Handoff here from the shotgun. Powering through the defender.
But I love how the quarterback takes his time on that ride to the back. I thought he might have to pull it out, but he hung on. Gave it to the back, and it paid off for a nice game.
Fresh set of downs. First and goal. Wants to throw it. Running out of time in the pocket. Oh, they trap him for a sack.
That's a big sack by this defense here on first down. Now, the offense still has opportunities to rectify this situation, but it's not the best way to start a first and goal situation.
After the big loss on first down, it's second and goal backed up. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Oh, the pass is picked off. Could take it all the way. Across midfield. The 30. The 20. Touchdown, Green Wave. And the defense joins the scoring party now.
Chris, what a turn of events here. 1 second, you're in field goal range as an offense. The next, the defense is running back an interception for a score. You're looking at a 10-point swing and a momentum changer.
And it's 7-0 after the BAT. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Number 91 set to kick this one away. And it's fielded. The returner trying to create good field position here. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Offense back on the field now. The first job here, protect the football. Turnovers on back-to-back possessions. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Pass caught. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
That's what I love about this guy. He has the ability to sneak out of the backfield. The quarterback's able to find him open, checks it down for a nice gain.
That completion makes it second and medium. Looking to throw here. To dirt right down the middle. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. Tackle made, but a big play all the way to the 48.
Well, one thing we know for sure, this quarterback has a ton of confidence. Already he's thrown 2 picks. That is tight coverage right here. He still puts it up in the air. Now, this one works out for him, but they haven't throughout this game.
This offense trying to get going has put together a positive drive here in the second quarter. They'll run it out of the shotgun. It's a 1-yard gain, 2nd and 9 coming up. Offense in hurry-up mode.
This offense is known for that up-tempo approach. The defense has got to make their calls and get adjusted and ready to play.
Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. 2nd down, we're going to throw it. Oh, the quick throw falls incomplete.
It's now 3rd down.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the 1st down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. That's caught. It's Smith. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
Some really tight windows to throw into for this quarterback with the defense sitting back in zone. But he finds the curl route, and he shows you his arm strength by getting it in there.
Here comes the 4th down play. Offense in the Wildcat. And the defense on alert. Direct snap. And now it's fumbled. What a decision. The offense able to fall on it and avoid the turnover. Got lucky that time. The decision to go for it doesn't work out this time. So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. Looking downfield, it's Williams. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. He's got it at the 15. Finally brought down to the 12. An explosive play puts him in great scoring position.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
All of a sudden, that one explosive play has set the offense up inside the red zone. The shotgun handoff here. 5-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 5. It's the 2-minute timeout. Nice to have a close game here as we approach the half. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. He keeps it on a design run. He'll step out of bounds. Defense keeps that to a very short gain.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
On 3rd down, it's a handoff. And it'll be Smothered right at the line for no gain. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter.
Well, this defense is being challenged. They're close to their own goal line, but how about this play? All 11 guys coming together. They stood firm. The result is a short loss for the offense. Nice job.
Trying for a 4th down completion. Flips him to the running back. Can he make the 1st down? He did not get it. A crucial play by this defense. What a 4th down stop. And the drive will begin backed up at their own 10-yard line. Somebody up there got a little too antsy at the line of scrimmage. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. They start the drive with a quick throw to the left side. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play. They'll crank up the tempo here on second down. The time is running out. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. They look to throw it here on second down. The QB throws his third pick of the day. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Well, they come out in that nickel package, and the move pays off, gives them an extra defensive back on the field, a little bit more speed and awareness, and it pays off with this big interception.
First down and goal now. Can they punch it in? Dropping back, it's Williams. Looking to the end zone, and he's got it. Touchdown, Green Wave.
That is great job here by this offense, taking advantage of a big opportunity provided to them by their own defense after that turnover. And why wait? They get aggressive, make the throw, and it pays off for a touchdown.
With the extra point, the lead is 14. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. The ball spotted at the 17. Would have been better off just taking a knee. So the first play of the drive here coming up. Less than 2 minutes left on the clock. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And they'll tackle him about the 23-yard line. That gain makes it second and medium. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Looking to pass here on second down. Pressure is coming. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
After the incompletion, they'll come to the line for a 3rd and 4. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He escapes the pocket. Deep ball back to the right side. It's picked off again, the 4th for this QB today. He's brought down quickly, but that takeaway is a huge play for this defense.
Chris, he did the tough part. I loved how he's rolling left. It looked like he was going to get his shoulders turned, but he came all the way back and threw against his body, making it very easy for the defense to step in front and make the interception. The all-time Cardinal sin here by this young quarterback.
They've got him down out near the 40. The game makes it second and medium. To the air, it's Williams. Makes a quick grab. Gets into space at the 50. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a first down.
You set it down to the offense, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, drops back, looking for an open man. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half.
Well, that's the kind of play right there that this defense has been looking for. Maybe that'll spark them because, let's face it, this game has not gone the way they had hoped. But a play like that sometimes can create some momentum and change the complexion of the football game.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. The pocket breaking down. Trapped again in the pocket.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, Chris. As people like to say, this is an obvious passing situation. It's really hard to vary things up and confuse the defense. This time, the defensive line just came right in, expecting the pass, and blew up the play.
Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. A deep shot, but he paid for it. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. Here he goes. Touchdown, Tulane. He wins the foot race to the end zone.
I mean, body blow after body blow. It just cannot get any worse for this defense. The offense, once again, driving the ball down the field, puts the ball into the end zone for another touchdown.
And they tack on the extra point. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Start the drive here, looking to make something happen in the final seconds before halftime. Now takes a hit, but lets it fly. And it's hauled in way downfield. The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. See what that's about. Well, the lineman a little too far downfield, like a sheep wandering away from the flock, and that's a costly penalty. Looks like the final play of the half coming up. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. He's looking deep here. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. So the offense obviously will decline the penalty and take the result of the play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. Tulsa will kick it off to get the second half going. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. They'll start from the 25. They get the second half started with a running play. That's a solid gain, moves the ball to the 29.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Scanning the field, it's Williams. Caught over the middle, it's Lewis. They stop him after a short gain. It's not a first down. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it here. Looking for his big tight end. Oh, he makes the catch. Tackle, but first down.
Boy, this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on 3rd down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Hit as he released it. Oh, he can't connect with the wideout that time. Incomplete.
He just has to be protected better than that. He's the guy who can shift the tenure of a game. It's the offensive line's job to ensure he's kept clean.
Incomplete. Second down coming up. And he'll set up to throw. Defense is coming after him. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
Chris, he's getting in there so quickly. You know, you might want to consider a chip block with either the tight end or a running back to slow him down. He's just too talented out there.
So here comes 3rd and long. trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. Now in third and very long, looking to throw. Running back grabs it on a screen. Defense flies in to make the tackle behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, I don't mind the quarterback making this throw. He found the open receiver. Really would have loved to seen a little bit more effort by this wide receiver to get to that first down marker. Instead, we got a fourth down decision.
And on fourth down, the punter sends it away. Fielding the punt, looking to improve field position here. And the coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. Here comes the Tulsa offense back out there. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. First play of the drive, they come out throwing. Lets it go quickly. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. They get him down, but not before he reaches the 39.
Well, there's no time to sit there and talk to each other as a defense. You give up a big gain for a first down, and already you got to get lined up because here comes the ball again.
Receiver in motion now. And looking to throw now on first down. The sure hands, it's Smith. They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down. Offense right to the line, playing with tempo now.
It's a good positive game by the offense, and it's enough for the first down. They're already looking to get up to the line of scrimmage and get this play called to go some up-tempo. The defense has got to be alert of this and get their call and get ready to play.
They bring him down to the 13. This offense really threatening now to score. To be first down.
It's really good timing here between the quarterback and the receiver. And how about the receiver downfield? Does a nice job of finding that open space in the zone of the defense. And as a defense, you're just basically throwing your hands up in the air because they had that covered relatively well. Just a good play call and good execution.
Looking for 6. Gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Hurricane. That's a crucial score. Let's see if they can build momentum and complete this comeback.
Well, I know they're still trailing, but that score is a great first step in trying to break down this lead. You don't want to leave it all to the fourth quarter when the pressure really intensifies and you have limited time.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown.
Number 18, set to kick off.
And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. Offense is back out on the field now. They're trying to build on their lead. They were forced to punt on the last possession. Off the play fake, looking to throw. On the move now. And he'll just get rid of it.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Scanning the field, it's Williams. Taking a deep shot here to the right. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. They finally make the tackle, but the defense gashed by that big gainer.
What a gain here. Big play for this offense. The quarterback and receiver just seem to be in sync. Tough on that corner to try to make a play on that ball.
So the big chunk play has the offense already in field goal range with a fresh set of downs. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
And throwing again on 2nd and 10. Looking for his back. Caught near the sticks. It's Gordon. Touchdown, Green Wave. This offense cannot be stopped. That's another strike from this quarterback, Kirk. He is having himself a day.
This guy's just having one of those days you dream about against this secondary. But let's also give credit to the wide receivers doing a nice job of getting open, and the big fellas up front for giving him enough time to throw.
So after putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Golden Hurricanes offense back on the field now. Passing game was so effective in the last possession. Right down for a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can make adjustments. Play action here on first down. Looking deep to the right side. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Important second down play coming up. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Wide open downfield. And he will make the first down. Tackled at the 26. A new set of downs after that completion.
Okay, here they go. Big first down, good pickup, and they are off and running.
And there's the handoff. Look out, room to run here. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36. First down here for this offense.
The offense comes up with a huge gain. It looks like they're going to go up-tempo. Keep this momentum going and keep the defense as much as you can on their heels.
On first and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. It's a short completion to the big tight end. Tackle is made. It's a short gain, well short of the marker.
But I thought we'd see this tight end all game long within this game plan, but that's just his second catch of the game. The defense has done a nice job of being able to recognize where he is and take him out of this plan.
Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle. The guys up front lined up. It's first down.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
Here's the second down play.
Well, not much of a gain there, but this is what they do. They love to go fast. The defense has got to be aware.
And the freshman brings him down quickly. Urgency now for the offense that hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Shotgun formation here on third down. Deep shot toward the end zone. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown.
Well, this time he misses his intended target, but this receiver has been a key today. They want to try to just keep feeding him.
Still down by double digits in the third quarter. They're going to go for it on fourth down. And the wideout goes in motion. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. This will fall incomplete and a turnover on downs.
I really thought that this was going to work out, showing an aggressive approach here, going for it on fourth down. Looked to be there. They just weren't able to complete it.
So here comes the first play of the drive. They'll begin at their own 46. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
No gain on the play. Second down coming up.
And as we take a break to flip ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the current national rankings. And now entering the final period of play, is there an epic comeback in store? We're going to find out. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. To throw, it's Williams. With the catch, it's Lewis. He's brought down, but the game moves the ball to the 39.
I mean, Chris, look at this guy. I mean, you talk about having a great day throwing the football and leading his team to a nice, comfortable lead late in the game, and it continues. The coach is showing confidence of what he can do.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. He's running out of time here. Escapes the pocket, but cannot make a play, and they sack him.
Chris, I got to tip my cap to this quarterback. I know he's putting up some yards today, and let's face it, they've got the lead, but he has faced some pressure. That's the 4th time that they've been able to get after him and bring him down, so it's feast or famine one way or another in this game right now.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Grab down the middle. It's Gordon. Finding some room at the 25. They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about. And the huge gain is negated as the officials spot a penalty. Tough for the offense to bounce back from that one. The shotgun running play call. Stopped short of the marker after just a short gain.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Quarterback drops back on 3rd and long. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
Hey, I get the passing the football has had a lot to do with you building up this big lead, but at this point in the game, man, take care of your players, get them out of here healthy, run the football, and get out with a win.
And he takes it around the 20. And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. Tulsa offense back on the field now. Last possession, they were stopped on 4th down, but it didn't cost them anything. Can they put together something here? The sophomore, lucky that one did not get picked off.
It's just so hard in these late game situations when you're trailing by this much to try to get the ball downfield against nickel or dime coverage. They're inviting you to take that underneath throw, hoping you burn the clock as you go.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. He'll throw it deep down the middle of the field. And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
They fail to connect downfield again, and time is a major factor now here in the 4th quarter with the deficit being this big. Just not much working for this offense today.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Tries to get it to the running back. Dumps a short throw down to the running back. They keep the drive going. It's a 1st out of the 46.
Finally, good for them. They come up with a big play like this. Let's face it, offense has been at a premium for these guys. You wonder where plays like this have been all game long.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here.
Pretty good gain here by this offense, and here they are. They're getting already set to the line of scrimmage. They're ready to go.
Oh, and he dives to make a beautiful catch there.
What a great catch by that receiver, Chris. He lays out and comes down with it, and the quarterback is the beneficiary. He's actually over 200 yards, and he can thank his receivers for plays like this.
Quarterback appears to be changing the play. 1st down. We're going to throw the football. Caught over the middle. It's Smith. They bring him down right at the 20. This offense set up now in the red zone. The offense now operating in the red zone. First down, looking to throw the ball. Sophomore trying to make a play, but put too much on the throw.
Love the idea of the defense getting more speed on the field, whether it's nickel or dime. Get as many defensive backs on the field as you can, and then sit back when you're working with this kind of lead in the fourth quarter. You don't want to give up the big play. Force them to throw underneath, tackle them inbounds, and keep that clock moving.
Dumps it down to the back. They bring him down, but the game sets up the offense. First and goal from the 10. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. And the ball is hauled in. Touchdown, Tulsa. Great connection there for 6 points. They're set now to try the BAT. The extra point is good. Still a 2-touchdown deficit, 28-14. They're lining up to attempt an onside kick. Well, they safely make the recovery. The onside kick doesn't work.
Well, it's a great job by the hands team. Expecting the onside kick in position, they were dialed in and pounced on the football.
And here comes the Green Wave offense back on the field. They're looking to build on the lead. They had to punt the football in their last possession. Stopped after a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
You could almost sense the coaches challenged this offensive line before they went out on the field, how important this drive is with the lead late in the football game. They are hitting people and pushing people around up front and being able to get positive.
Swarm for the pass rush. A sack.
But it's another big sack for this defense. They've come up with so many sacks. It's a great way to get back into this football game. Now, give the quarterback credit. He's played tough through that so far, but one mistake could potentially be a game-changing play.
It's the 2-minute timeout as the offense tries to put the finishing touches here on a lopsided victory. So here comes 3rd and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Looking for his big tight end. He makes the grab. He's not going to get the first down. It's 4th down now.
Chris, they're going to come up a little bit short of the first down, but this is a great effort here by the entire offense to give themselves at least a chance, a much better chance of converting here if they decide to go for it on 4th down.
So a field goal attempt coming up now. And a chance here to build the lead, make it a 3-score game in the final quarter. And the field goal is good. And they add to their lead.
Boy, this guy had plenty of leg here, too. Chris, you remember the days when a kick from 50-plus was a major accomplishment? Now these guys knock these out like they're almost automatic.
He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback. He'll start at the 25. The first play of the drive now from the 25. Looking to throw it on 1st down. Moves out of the pocket. Looking for a late deep shot. Incomplete and nearly intercepted yet again. 2nd down now. At the 25, it's 2nd and 10. Can they make it a 3rd and manageable here? Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. And he's back to throw again on 2nd down. Taking a deep shot here late in the game. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. They bring him down, but it's a big play all the way to the 43. They'll hurry to the line here with the clock running. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Back-to-back deep shots. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
Well, here we are in the 4th quarter. The offense just trying to come up with something to try to spark this offense to give them a chance at a comeback. Unfortunately, the defense is playing smart. They're sitting back, anticipating these deep throws.
He's back to throw again on 2nd and 10. It's another deep shot. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Touchdown, Golden Hurricane. Too much speed for the defense.
Man, I love this. Chris, I don't think they're going to have a chance to come all the way back, but here we are, under 2 minutes to go, and they continue to show some fight. And then, you know what? Who knows? Maybe you cover an onside kick and you get right back in it.
Set up for the PAT. PAT is good. They still trail, though. Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. On the hands team all over that to make the recovery. The Tulane offense is back out on the field now. They got points on the board last time thanks to a long-range field goal. Looking to throw. It's Williams. He escapes the pocket. He'll be taken down. Marker on the field. If it's on the offense, that'll be a sack. Obviously, the defense will decline that penalty on the offense and take the result of that play. 2nd down play coming up. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. It's an out route. The catch made. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible.
Wow, they get positive yards here. I have a sense that they wanted a little bit more with that pitch and catch.
Offense gets set up here. It's 3rd down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Looking for a man deep down the middle. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on 3rd down, but now it brings up 4th.
Chris, I just don't know about this call. I like the aggressive approach, but at this point, late in the game, playing with the lead, 3rd down and long, maybe you run the ball. You know, work that clock. Continue to think about the big picture. Now you're facing 4th down and long, and I think you got to punt it away and hope the defense can secure a victory.
First play of the drive now from that 20-yard line. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Looking for a late deep throw. That ball is incomplete. An aggressive deep shot on 1st down.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play for you.
Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Second down, looking to throw it. Looking deep for late game heroics. And that's interception number 5. When will this QB get the hook? And the defense is going to win this game, crushing any chance of a comeback. Now they can secure the W by just kneeling down. And here comes the Green Wave offense back on the field. They're in pretty good position. It's a 2-possession game. Can they now put this game on ice? They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Second down after that previous play. He'll hand it off. Finding space at the 20. He'll be muscled out of bounds very close to the goal line. Oh, when you're a team that comes in, Kirk, with great expectations, big goals at the end, you're going to get tested. They were tested here today by another ranked team. I was impressed how they responded.
Chris, there's no doubt about it. I think the thing that really stood out to me is the way they played for 4 quarters, just dominating football. And this is a team that's had to deal with being kind of the hunted, the team that knows that every single week teams want to bring them down. They took on a very talented team today and just dominated.
And that is going to do it. We enjoyed being here. For Kirk Street, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.